Good morning, Dirty Girl here with another sales results video for the week ending December 27th, 2015. Much slower week than the previous week, but it didn't come to a complete standstill. So let me just get started. I sold absolutely nothing on eBay, but you have to list things on eBay if you want to sell things on eBay. So that is my problem. I only have about 10 listings up, maybe 15 right now. So not selling a lot there, but did a little better on Etsy. And my first item is this A&J draw-through kitchen knife sharpener. I love researching things like this to find out when they were made. And A&J is a company that eventually became Echo, which is a well-known kitchen tool and cookware maker. And it's got that nice, what I think of as Art Deco green and cream color scheme. Anyway, this dates all the way to the 1920s and made in USA. Anyway, it sold for $14 and I paid $1.50 for it at the flea market. This is a silk scarf that I've had in my shop for a very long time. It's made by Morgan Taylor, which I guess is not a particularly desirable maker, but it's a beautiful scarf. A long skinny one, and I paid $3 for that and sold it for $12. I don't remember where I got it. It's been a really long time. And then I sold this 2 decks of airline playing cards sealed in the packages from the 1970s and 1980s. I paid $2 for both decks and I sold them for $9. I know that's kind of pathetic. I don't really quite understand the playing card market yet. These are some advertising scissors for Star brand shoes. They have some nice Art Nouveau detailing on them. They're from the 1920s. And I paid $5 for that, and I sold them for $17. These came from my mother-in-law, so anything that I get from my in-laws I pay nothing for because they just generously give me stuff. I have very nice in-laws. And these are carved celluloid, and I sold the pair of them for $66. These also came from my mother-in-law. They are turquoise and sterling silver screwback earrings, and I sold them for $16. If they had been pierced, they could sell for more, but the screwback earrings are much harder to sell. This also came from my mother-in-law. This is Great Aunt Charlotte. Wow, did you see that? I got the blue screen of death, but amazingly, it somehow managed to save my partial video, so now I just have to record the second part of it. And I was saying this is from my mother-in-law. It is Aunt Charlotte's embossed leather lap desk, probably from the early 1920s, has Art Nouveau. It's in absolutely flawless condition, as most of Aunt Charlotte's things were. She really took care of her things. And I sold that for $58. And this is a little silver tone metal and turquoise bracelet. It's a Middle Eastern or Indian piece, not sure. It's not marked. That also came from my mother-in-law, and I sold it for $14. And this is a cut crystal, lead crystal, salt and pepper shaker made by Post House, which is well, it was made in Japan for Post House. And these are really heavy and beautiful, but the pepper grinder did have a problem in that the cap didn't stay on. I don't know what the problem was, but I did disclose that in the listing. And I paid $2.50 for those at the flea market and sold them for $14. They would have sold for more if I hadn't had that problem, I think. And this is a little pair of brass and black enamel earrings. They're clip-on earrings. I bought those for $2. I don't remember where I got them. I've had them forever. Sold them for $9. They were discounted a lot because they've been around for a long time. And this is a pair of Swank Tiger's Eye cufflinks. And I paid a lot for those. I paid $5 for those and sold them for $14. I should have sold them for more. I should have sold those for at least $18. I'm not sure why I had them priced so low. This is a pair of gray kid leather gloves. They were in a very tiny size. In fact, I sold these once and they came back because the lady said they didn't fit her. But she warned me that might be the case, and I told her that was fine, and they don't cost much to mail, so it was okay. But I paid $1 for those, and I sold them for $12, and I think this time they're gone for good. And this is my last sale. It's a pair of Navajo sterling silver and turquoise stud earrings. I got these from my mother-in-law, and I sold them for $12. They were tiny, tiny, tiny earrings. So my total sales for the week were $267. All of my sales are buyer pays postage, so I don't really make a profit or lose money on the postage. And my total outlay for these items was $22 for a profit of $245, and my Etsy fees do have to come out of that. So it's a little bit less than that in terms of profit. Very quiet week compared to the week before, but at least a few things are still selling, and the week that is ending today looks like it's going to be a pretty good one for the post-holiday rush. So, all right, that's it. Thanks for watching, and most of my items are for sale or will soon be for sale on my website, which is vintagedazzle.etsy.com. Alright, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. I try to reply to all comments, and I love to hear what people have to say. Alright, thanks. Bye.